Hello everyone, this is Monami Frost and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am doing the piercing video, the Q&A for my piercings, all about them. Thank you guys for all your questions, but unfortunately I won't be able to answer them all as there are so many, but I will try and answer the ones that are like most asked. I will mix up stories of my piercings while I will be answering the questions. So I hope you enjoyed this video and keep watching. I wanted to mention that all of my piercings, pretty much all of them, I have done myself. I think I have pierced myself for around like 30 times. Because like I used to take out my piercings a lot and re-pierce them because I was like, oh, I'm just tired of this, and then I'll be like 2-3 months later I'll be like, oh damn, I want it back. So yeah, I just used to re-pierce myself a lot. First piercing I got was when I was about 12 or 13, I don't remember. That was one of the most asked questions. What was my first piercing? So my first piercing was here. And I just pierced it myself because I was like really anxious to get a piercing. I didn't care about anything. I just did it with a regular needle because I didn't know you can get like piercing needles or anything. Then I just put like an earring in there. So yeah, that was like crazy. So I wouldn't recommend doing any of your piercings at home. The only reason why I did it at home is because I didn't have enough money and there were not loads of possibilities to get piercings at a young age in my country, in Latvia. So I just thought I wouldn't want to pay for something that much if I can do it myself. So I just thought I should do it myself, but well, it worked out fine for me. Sometimes I ended up with like swelled up piercings, but everything turned out great because sometimes I just used to take them out if they swelled up too much. Nowadays it's so easy to get a piercing and there's so many great body piercers out there, so just do your research and stuff and it's just really easy now. Loads of people asking what my parents first thought about my first piercing. So when I was like 10 or something, or I don't remember, I really wanted to get like my tongue pierced. So I asked my mom and she got crazy mad at me and she like used to say that I should just rather get a mohawk or something than get a tongue pierced and stuff. Well, I was 10. Now I understand why she got so mad. But then like 2-3 years later I couldn't stop thinking about getting piercings and yeah, I just did it. And then later on that day I just showed my mom and she was like, whoa, well actually it looks quite nice. And yeah, that was it. And from then on, I didn't think the piercing was a big deal for me or for my mom. So I just started like slowly piercing myself. And the next one was the other side, so I had snake bites. From then on, I don't remember like the order I did my piercings in. You probably have noticed I have a smiley in. While I'm talking, you probably have noticed that I have a smiley. I have a smiley for about like 7 years, but I never put it in. I sometimes get really tired of it. Like I got tired of it like a few years ago already and I took it out. But it is really weird that the hole is still there and I can put it in wherever I want it and without any pressure or anything. It's just super easy to put it in. So I just wanted to put it in for this piercing video so it will be more fun for you to see. So yeah, I have a smiley. I am so ridiculous. I did the smiley myself as well. It was quite painful, but it was easy. So let's move on to that. More questions and less talking about everything. Is your philtrum stretched and where to shop for the jewelry for it? So yeah, it is stretched and loads of people asking, is it a tunnel and how did I stretch it and stuff. So I will wrap it up in this one bit. I pierced it with like a 2.6mm needle and I did it myself as well, and it was like 3 years ago or something, and then from then on I just started stretching it slowly with like a 0.5 millimeter each time. I just bought like loads of like PTFE labrets and I just started slowly stretching them and like squeezing them in. Loads of people have been asking about the size. Right now it is at 6 millimeters. At one point I thought I was gonna go for 8 millimeters, but then when I was at 6 I was like, right, this is quite big already. So, and as it is the upper lip, I thought I shouldn't go that big because it wouldn't look great. But yeah, I love it, this size that it is now. And the jewelry I get from, in UK, there is this Stone Wolf. He does like custom stone jewelry and I really like the custom stuff. I really like the stone labrets as they're really comfy. Then there's like really comfy PTFE labrets. They're like in white and black. They're more for like stretching and stuff. Look up on Instagram or something and you can find some really great guys that are making great labrets. You can probably check Etsy as well. Have you ever had trouble with piercings? Obviously I have had trouble. I've had so many piercings and like so many times I've taken them out because it gets too swelled up and I don't want to risk it, so I just take them out and later on I just re-pierce them and see how it goes. Nothing like too major. Probably what if I would have waited longer after it has swelled up, then probably it would have gone real bad. What is your favorite piercing? I don't know my favorite piercing. I like them all. I don't see them as piercings anymore, if that makes sense. I just forget. Sometimes I look at people and I see, oh, that's cool, they got loads of piercings, and I'm like, oh, I have piercings too. That's weird. They're really piercings and I have them. But yeah, I don't know. I just like them all, like the way they each complement each other. So if that makes sense. Which piercing was the least painful? Probably lips. Lips are always the least painful piercings. Don't remember. What kind of piercings have you had? Let's start with, I had lip piercings and I had piercings on my upper lip and cheek piercings. I had them for like few times already. I used to have just one cheek piercing for a while and I pierced it right in my dimple. I used to have like tiny dimples here, so when I smiled I checked where's my dimple and then I just pierced it. And then I used to like just have one cheek pierced or the other one pierced, and just later on I decided I need to do them both together as it will look great, and I love it, still love it. Loads of people asking about my bridge. Did I have it pierced? Yes, I did, and that was the one piercing that really bled the most. It was like crazy, but yeah, I did it myself as well. As I said before, I did all of them myself. I had my septum pierced for a couple of times. I used to take out my septum and then I used to re-pierce it and on. But yeah, I had my septum, then I did my hips. I did my hip piercings and I did my piercing here, I think. When I did my hips, I was like, oh, I could try and do somewhere else. And yeah, I did pierce here on the bone. Loads of people asking me if I had dermal anchors and what was the experience with. So I had my dermal anchors and they started growing out as well because I had them here probably because they're like when I talk or do anything, they're like moves. This place moves a lot. I've seen loads of people have dermal anchors here and I think it's a lot easier as this place doesn't move as much and it's like a thicker skin. So, but here I had my dermal anchors here and my husband did them for me. I used to have another tunnel here, a little one, but then I noticed that it is hard to stretch these ones if I have another there. So I just took it out and don't even see it really. The whole, I used to have it like 6 millimeters or something there. Piercings I still have now is my cheeks, obviously, my Medusa, filter, whatever you call it, and then smiley, but I don't wear it a lot. And I have my nipples pierced. I did them myself. That's about it, I think. I used to have my tongue pierced quite a few times. The first time I did, I just took it out as it got too swelled up. But then again, I re-pierced it like month later or something, and it healed so quickly and really, really good. And I did used to pierce my friends. Sorry everyone that I pierced. But yeah, shouldn't do that at home. It was just like tough times, desperate times call for desperate measures. People needed piercings. So that's about it, I think. Well, obviously my ears and stuff, and I used to like pierce this. That's about it. Can you squirt water out of your Medusa? No. Well, if I take it out, I can, if I really try. But, well, while it's in, obviously not. Do you want any more piercings? Well, I haven't thought about it for now, but maybe I will. Maybe I won't get some more, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything looks now, and I don't really see them as piercings, and I like, it's just my face, and I feel that it's like really quite natural looking. I'm not sure. Maybe for some people it just looks terrible, but I think it looks really nice. Do you think you will get one of them out? And for now, I don't really think I will get one of them out. I really like my cheek piercings, and if I take them out, they do have scars. You probably can do like a surgery for it or something. It's not that bad, but I really love the way they look and complement the face. And when I have my makeup on, it just like kind of complements all of the black eyes and stuff. So I really like them. Are your cheeks dermals or bars? They are bars. I don't think dermals will work great because the cheeks are moving all the time while you are talking, and cheeks are already really tough to care for. That is one of the questions people keep asking me. How am I keeping up my cheek piercings? And it is sometimes really hard when I start, I don't know, when I just sit around and like pick my cheeks and like it gets dirty probably in there, then they just a little bit swell up, and I just try and clean them often for a few days, and then it goes back to normal. But yeah, sometimes there are quite a lot of problems with cheek piercings, but the most important thing is not to pick them and not to touch them, and just leave them alone, and everything's gonna be fine. Put longer jewelry than you really think you need, and if you're getting it just done, then just put longer bars in there. My bars are now 1.2 millimeters, and I have like 3 millimeter balls in there, I think so. Which piercing was the most painful? I have no idea. I probably am really optimistic about everything. Everyone always says that. Probably that's why I always keep saying like amazing and stuff. But I don't remember any like bad experiences with piercings. Pain for me, it's like bearable, and I don't look at it that is like, oh my god, this was so bad, and or this was worse than that one. Don't remember. Like I think they were like quite all the same. It was okay. Probably not a very good judge of it. Would you prefer to keep your piercings or your tattoos if you have to choose between one of them? I would definitely leave my tattoos. It's my skin. Piercings are like an accessory more like, but tattoos are my skin. Did it hurt more to stretch the piercing above your lip than your ears? Is it the same pain for both of them? I think it kind of is. It's like pressure. A little bit maybe hurts your teeth because all of the nerves like go together with your teeth and stuff. So, but yeah, if you do it slowly, it wouldn't be a problem at all. And if you do it like by 0.5 millimeter as I did, it would be a lot better. And obviously you wouldn't get a blowout or something. So just do it really slowly. It's your lips, it's not your ears. So yeah, be careful when you're stretching, if you're stretching. Is there any piercings you regret? No, not really. Probably I regret that I didn't do more while I was younger, probably try more stuff. Because now I'm just not too bothered about doing anything like piercing myself. There's too much other stuff to do. I don't regret anyone. Last piercing I got was my philtrum, Medusa, whatever you call it. You want to see how I take it out, my piercing, and what it looks like? did your cheeks swell a lot? They did swell up a lot. I looked like a hamster. Probably everyone does when they get their cheeks pierced. So when you get your cheeks pierced, ask for the longest bar so you don't get problems with it. You can always like take the bar out when they're healed and like put smaller ones, but when you put smaller ones in and then they swell up, you can't really get them out. Don't risk it, just take longer bars and everything should be fine, and just don't pick them. That is the one thing I would suggest doing. Have your ears ever split? No, they haven't. You can see that they're really quite healthy. This is like a little bit thinner, but I think, as I said before in my previous video about my tunnels, my ears, my lobes, whatever you call it, like you can check that video here. And I said before that this ear was pierced higher up and this was pierced lower down, as you can see from the distance between here. So that's the reason why this is thinner. So this might break if I go like harshly trying to stretch them like quickly and go to like, I don't know, 60 millimeters, then it might rip. All you're gonna do is just like keep moisturizing them and there shouldn't be a problem. Are you worried about scars? No, not really. I've got tattoos, why would I worry about scars? This is the 21st century. You can get like scars removed and stuff like that. But no, I don't worry about scars. That's the least of my worries. There's so many other things in the world happening. Why would I worry about scars? Is there any piercing that you would never get? Yes, probably. I remember that I thought this for a while when I was getting all my piercings done. I thought that I would never do an eyebrow piercing. I don't know, just didn't like it. If I would get it done, that I would probably do both of my eyebrows or do it in front, like maybe something a little bit different. But if it's just one eyebrow piercing, not for me. Some people rock it really well. Have you had any problems with piercings being rejected or getting infected? As I said before, I got my dermal anchors right here and they just started growing out, and then I just ripped them out. So that wasn't really a piercing problem. It was just like wasn't the right place for a dermal anchor. When you take your cheek piercings out and smile, do you still have the dimple effect? Yes, I do. I remember my friend used to just pierce her cheeks just to get the dimples. Some people do that. I think it's better looking with the piercing. I love all of my piercings. I love the way I look. I mean, that's what it should be. You should love yourself and be happy about anything, and I love my piercings. I just feel now that they're a part of me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you found out what you wanted to know about my piercings. If you have any more questions, put them in a comment section below and I'll try to make another video. Thank you guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you next time. Bye!